everybody, Howard here with easy blues and blues rock guitar riffs for those of you who are just beginners or just getting into it, okay? This is number 5 in the series, and once again it's based on a 12-bar blues. And for this one we are in the key of A once again, and this is kind of a funky kind of a blues riff, sort of like Ritchie Blackmore or classic Deep Purple, okay? So what I'll do is I'll play it for you at tempo. I'm at about 80 beats per minute on this. But then, of course, we're going to slow it way down, okay? And I'll take you through it bit by bit, okay? Here we go. All right, let's dive right into it. You can see the tab up on the screen, of course, but let me play it for you nice and slow. Okay, that's the first riff. I would employ some alternate picking. It doesn't have to be exclusively alternate picking. You know, you can double stroke here and there if you want to, but I think alternate picking for the most part will help, even though I'm not doing it strictly as alternate picking. And of course, as with all 12-bar blues, we want to play that twice, okay? And then we take it to the 4 chord, which is D, so it's exactly the same thing except for the double stop, okay? And that is played like so. So you can see the difference between those two double stops. Okay, and those make 7th chords, by the way. The first one outlining an A7 and the next one outlining a D7. Okay, so let's put those two riffs together nice and slow. And then of course we come back to A, the 1 chord once again. And a quick note on this riff, when you do the hammer-on, you can re-engage with the riff by coming back to your first finger, but you can also try using your ring finger. You can see that I kind of do it both ways. That might be easier rather than, right? What I generally do is either one or the other, right? But I think it's good if you do it this way. And then switch up. Just a quick note on that, that might make it easier to play, okay? And then we move to the 5 chord and we're playing this. Down to the 4 on D, okay? So this is all very similar. You can see the tab on the screen, but I'll play that slowly as well. And then of course we come back to the 1 chord, the A chord, and we round it out like this. an E7 chord at the end. So let me play that one slowly as well. I think I doubled it when I played it a second ago, but that is the whole thing, okay? So let's do that whole 12 bars nice and slow. Okay, and then we get into the next 12 bar go around, and it's basically the same thing, but we're kind of flipping it on its head, doing the double stops first with a couple of slides, and then the single note down here. So the second one is played like so. Right, so we just kind of flipped it on its head, and we're sliding that double stop twice, but here it is slowly. And then of course we move to the 4 chord, to the D, and we do the same thing, sliding that double stop twice as well. Back to A. And then on the 5 and the 4 chord, we did something a little bit different, adding some more double stops for color. Okay, you can see that on the tab, but I'm using my fingers just barring across the E string, excuse me, the B string and the G string. For the double stops on both of those chords. Okay, so here it is, nice and slow. And you can vary that, you know, you can just go. Or any way you want to do it is perfectly fine, right? Just make it your own. That's the whole idea behind these easy riffs in this series, is that you can just kind of combine them all together. You can move them up and down the fretboard to get it into different keys, and it's a lot of fun to play, and you can just slow everything down. So here it is once again at tempo with the tab going by with it, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you.